Welcome to the Up Next AI podcast. It's Monday, May 18th, 2026, and here's what matters in AI today. First up, OpenAI is expanding ChatGPT into personal finance. TechCrunch reports the company has launched a preview of personal finance tools for ChatGPT Pro subscribers in the US, letting users connect bank accounts and other financial accounts through Plaid. Once those accounts are linked, ChatGPT can show a dashboard with portfolio performance, spending, subscriptions, and upcoming payments. OpenAI says people already ask ChatGPT financial questions at massive scale, and this product is clearly an attempt to turn that behavior into a dedicated workflow instead of a generic chat. The company also says the feature is coming first to the web and iOS for pro users, with a staged rollout that references May 27th, and that synced data is removed within 30 days after a user disconnects a service. The practical significance here is pretty straightforward. This is OpenAI moving from advice about money to software that actually sits closer to the financial data itself. That does not make it a bank, and it does not tell us yet how broadly this will roll out, but it does show where consumer AI products are heading. Less chatbot, more control panel for high-stakes daily life. For the second act today, a funding story that says something about where applied AI money is still going. TechCrunch reports that Nectar Social has raised a $30 million Series A led by Menlo Ventures and its Anthology Fund, which was created alongside Anthropic. Nectar Social describes itself as an agentic operating system for marketers. According to TechCrunch, its AI agents help brands handle social activity, moderation, creator workflows, competitive intelligence, and commerce conversations end to end. The company also says it has data partnerships with Meta and Reddit, so customers can pull information from multiple platforms into one place instead of juggling separate tools. The bigger point is that even in a market flooded with AI copilots and agents, investors are still backing vertical systems that plug directly into revenue functions. In this case, that's marketing and social commerce. Nectar says clients include Liquid Death, Figma, and ELF Beauty, and that the new capital will go toward hiring across applied AI, engineering, and go-to-market. So, while frontier model news still gets the spotlight, this is a useful reminder that a lot of the commercial race is now about packaging AI into one workflow a business will actually pay for. Now, to the research section, and today that's really an operations story dressed as a launch. Giotto.ai says it is launching portable AI for enterprises with advanced reasoning that can move from cloud to workstation. In the company's press release style announcement, the pitch is a general-purpose model and operating system that organizations can run on their own GPUs through Giotto-managed capacity or via pre-installed appliances with configurations starting from a single GPU. In plain English, the idea is simple. Instead of assuming advanced AI has to live in a remote cloud run by a hyperscaler, Giotto is arguing that companies and governments will want reasoning systems they can install, govern, and operate inside their own infrastructure. That matters because the trade-off in enterprise AI is no longer just model quality. It is also latency, control, compliance, sovereignty, and whether a company wants a core system to depend on an outside API. Giotto says that independence is the main feature here, especially for sectors like public administration, defense, finance, healthcare, energy, manufacturing, and telecom. What we do not have in the provided reporting are the hard details you'd want to fully evaluate the claim. There are no benchmark numbers, no hardware specifics beyond the single GPU framing, and no concrete deployment case studies in the announcement we have. So the takeaway is less that Giotto has definitively changed the market today, and more that the industry direction is getting clearer. Advanced reasoning is increasingly being packaged to run closer to where the work and the data already are. Bottom line, For enterprise buyers, the next meaningful AI differentiator may be not just how smart a system is, but how much of it you can actually control. Are you building apps with voice? Elevate your app's voice capabilities with 11 Labs. Their API is a game changer for embedding dynamic, responsive voice interactions in your applications, providing unprecedented realism, flexibility, and latency. In fact, you're listening to one of their voices right now. If you are a developer looking to elevate user experience with natural voice interfaces, this is your solution. Visit upnext.fm/11 to check out their latest offerings. Microsoft is retiring Teams Together mode. The Verge reports that the feature, introduced during the pandemic, used AI to cut out a participant's head and shoulders and place them into a shared virtual meeting space. Microsoft is phasing it out as part of a simpler Teams experience. In the UK, Simon Willison highlights a new intervention from the Government Digital Service in the debate over the NHS moving away from open source. The key recommendation from GDS: keep open by default, with closure used sparingly and deliberately. And Simon Willison also notes a new release called Dataset LM Limits 0.1A0. The plugin works with Dataset LLM and Dataset LLM Accountant to set per user or global spending limits for LLM usage inside Dataset. Small tool, practical idea. Before we wrap up, a quick note. This podcast is generated with the assistance of AI and is intended for informational purposes only. All referenced articles, research, and commentary remain the property of their original authors and publishers. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. And that's your briefing for today. Full source links are in the episode notes, and we'll be back tomorrow with What's Up Next.